Ruth's Gleanings is based on a biblical verse, and the verse is Leviticus 23:22. When you reap the harvest of your land, do not reap all the way to the edges of your field, and do not pick up the gleanings left behind. Leave those for the poor and the foreigner among you. And also goes on to say the widow and the orphans. The book of Ruth has that command as a backdrop. She's gleaning in the fields of Boaz. So that is where the inspiration came from for the name and also the organization, where we glean excess leftover produce. Food Share Spartanburg is a new program we added this year. A bi-weekly box of produce that's distributed throughout the community. It is 9 to 12 varieties of fresh fruits and vegetables. The food comes from farmers, grocery stores, banquets, leftover events, private gardeners, where we glean excess leftover produce. Some of your staples like potatoes, onions, but we mix it up. It's different every time, though we do always have bananas. It's a little different each time. They don't know what's going to come in the box. They have to pre-order their box. We only order the amount of food we know is already purchased, so we're able to sell it at cost. We don't mark the box up. We don't mark the food up. But we're probably around 120 families every 2 weeks that we are able to supply this food for.
Hey, how are you?
The goal is to bring nutritional food to people who need it. By infusing an element of healthy, fresh food into our food pantries, and to mission houses, we believe that it has made a big impact in people being able to make healthy choices for themselves. It empowers people to be able to do that.
Before this program came along, I was making a lot of bad choices, getting a lot of snacks and things like that, like tater chips. And I realized it don't take all that. Fruits and veggies not only good, but they help with weight loss too. I have lost about 15 pounds.
I live off of a Social Security check and I get food stamps, so I get it for $5 a box on my food stamp card. Since I started coming here, my blood sugar levels, my A1C's gone down. I thank the Lord for Ruth.
Our box is $15 cash. And if they're on SNAP benefits, it's only $5 on their SNAP. But if you compare that to a grocery store, you're looking at $20 to $30 worth of produce that they're receiving for $15 or only $5. It really is to bridge the gap between nutritional poverty and food insecurity. So we hit that from two different directions. One with our gleaning program, where we put the fresh food into other organizations.
And I always say it's kind of like Christmas every 2 weeks because you don't know what you're going to get in your box. Our physicians wanted to partner up with the Food Share program to promote healthy eating for some of our patients. I think our first order we had 8, maybe 10, and progressively over each order it's increased, I would say, like 3 to 4 each time.
Food Share program, it hits it at the household level so that we can break down some barriers of access to fresh, healthy food. So our ultimate goal is to bring more nutrition into our community, and we try to do that from every direction.
I'm just one of the many that come out and help pack the boxes.
Oh, we have wonderful volunteers.
Ruth's Gleanings concentrates on healthy food. A lot of times our homeless or people in need, they only can get food that's not really good for them. And this box is just full of healthy fruits and vegetables, which is what everybody needs.
We do have a great core of volunteers that glean, deliver, pack food boxes, but we always need more. We are getting ready to expand in our location for new packing facility because we ran out of space already, and we need a refrigerated truck. 40% of the food that is produced is thrown away, wasted, and thrown in the landfill. We are not in poverty in our nation. It's just a distribution problem. So we just try to bridge that gap. And that's what we're doing here at Ruth's Gleanings.
I thank the community for sponsoring these programs because it really do help everybody. Anybody can join. It doesn't matter what your income is, you can afford it.
If they got their heart right, they'll donate to people that are in need.
You are pouring back into your own local economy by doing this, and you're pouring into the just the health of our community, the fabric, the physical health, the spiritual health. That's what we're all about right here in our city. Everyone is invited to God's table, and we try to make it available that everyone has a seat at the table. He uses food because food is a great unifier. Everyone has to eat. When people come around a table and come around food, or even a food box, there's a community that happens around food. It's just a blessing. It's just a tremendous blessing.
We were hungry, we were thirsty, with nothing left to give. Oh, the shape that we were in. And just when all hope seemed lost, love opened the door for us. He said, come to the table, sit down and be set free. Come to the table.